Hey guys, welcome back to The Witcher 3. Where we last left off, we had just defeated the Griffin. I'm so excited. And we finally learned where Yennefer is. Turns out she was pretty close this entire time. So that's what I'm hoping we are going to do today. We're going to try and find her and maybe do some other side quests along the way. We'll see. But yeah, I can't wait to jump back into the game. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we just found out where Yennefer is, which I think is what I want to do. I can't decide if I want to go back to that, like, place of power or whatever it is.
Stop!
My goodness. Stop walking into me. And, like, try to defeat that one Wraith that killed me the first episode. It is nighttime, so maybe I don't want to do that. And do that like a little bit later. I might actually be a little bit under leveled anyway.
Step away.
No, can I go in? Oh, I can go in here. Cool. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do first before I do anything. Just explore in here. This guy's sleeping. I wonder if I can steal any of their stuff. What does it do when I extinguish? Is that like for anything? Okay. Where's the guy that was being whipped? I hate that nobody talks to you.
I have my eye on you, Nordling.
Yeah.
Looking for trouble.
Oh, what's up here?
Wish to enlist, Nordling?
No.
Stop!
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't really see anything around here. Oh, what's over here? Okay. Nothing. Okay, let's just go. And go back to, I guess we have to go back to White Orchard. So that's good because if I go back to White Orchard, then I can see if there's anything else over there I want to do before we head out. But I don't know if it's really necessary for me to...
Come on, Roach.
I don't really know if it's necessary for me to do all of those side quests now. Or all the contracts, I should say. I know one of you told me that that they do disappear once you talk to Vesemir, but I looked it up just to like double check to see which ones I would be losing, and it didn't say that any of them expired. So I don't really know what the truth is, you know. Okay, did I go the wrong way? No. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to... I don't know. Never mind. Oh yeah, the other thing I realized that I haven't done yet is... I know I got a mutagen from the Griffin, so maybe when we get to White Orchard, the first thing I'll do is,
Come on now.
well, there is a little, like, exclamation point there. But, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking maybe the first thing, here we go, we're in White Orchard, I'll do is make sure I equip the mutagen that we got and see if there's anything else that I've got that I could use. Okay. So let's check. Maybe we want to go to character. Oh, I am so close to leveling up. Should do something so that I actually level up. Okay, so how do I do the mutagen thing again? Do I have to go here? It's for Roach. Strap trophies to your saddle to receive a bonus. Bonus experience from humans and non-humans. What does that mean? Alright, so where... Here we go. Griffin mutagen, alchemy ingredient can be used to enhance abilities or create mutagen decoctions. Okay, we have ingredients for all of these. I still want to do this. Is this no longer pinned? Alright, so I just decided to go to the merchant here, and I saw that he has something that I needed for Swallow. So I want to do that. Let's see. Oh, I'm still missing this. That's frustrating. I thought I only needed one thing, but that's okay. I'm sure I have time to find this still. Let me go back to the bar before I talk to Vesemir. I want to see if she... I forget if she sells armor.
Something else you'll be needing.
Got anything interesting under the counter?
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
He does not. Spirit, I have that. I feel like I need this for something. Dude. This. This for something too. Okay. Let's see what I can make with that. I knew the key command specifically for alchemy. Everything is still... We're still missing stuff. That's okay. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do now is... Oh, goodness. Quit yelling. I want to maybe meditate. Till 10 p.m. No. 10 p.m. now. Let's meditate until like 9. I like that we're just meditating just like in the middle of the bar. It cracks me up. There's an animation. Oh, I love it. Okay, so what I want to do now that it's daytime, I want to try to find that place of power again. I don't know if it was... I think this is the one that I got already. So I think this is the one that I... Yeah, this has definitely got to be it. So let's try and do it. Let's go get Roach.
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now. D-E-R-B-A-N. Not Coideman.
There you are. Alright. Let's go. See if I can figure out what I get here. Oops. Easily. It's... Oh, it's down here for sure. I remember this. Accidentally coming down this path. Alright.
Giddy up.
Where it is, right over here.
Slower.
It is. Don't want anything to happen to you. Okay, so magic trap. Maybe we'll try this. Set it to that. We'll pull this out.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Save the game.
Die.
Where are you? You dead? No, there's no way. There's literally no way I killed it. Is it gonna just like come out and attack me? Alright, let's save. Cool. I'm very confused as to what happened to it though. Oh, Celadine. Oh my god. Perfect. Been looking for this. I'll take that. Oh, I'm really glad that I came over here. Okay, let's do, level up here. Oh, wait. No, I just gain an ability point. I don't gain level. Okay. Confused by that. Okay, what do we think? Combat, signs. I mean, it's probably good. It's probably good to start leveling this up too, but again, like I don't really know what I'm doing with it yet, so I just want to do anything that's going to actually like benefit me currently, and then I can start building onto some of the other ones. Oh. Increases maximum vitality. Oh, signs can be cast using adrenaline points. Interesting. This one? During the day, vitality regenerates by an additional 10 points per second when not in combat. At night, stamina regenerates by an additional 1 points per second during combat. I kind of just want to keep doing this, to be honest. Do I do fast attack, or maybe I'll do my heavy attack now? Because I do try to use that a lot. Oh, acquire ability. Yeah. Oh. Wait, I can only do one of these at a time. Shoot, did I fuck up? Why can I only trade it out? That doesn't really make sense to me. Oh, maybe because I have to level up again. That's probably why. Okay, well, we have it, so we can wait. Level that up. Okay, let's, this. Here lieth the mortal remains of Florian Varius, who died childless in the flower of his youth, stricken by apoplexy while hunting. May Melitel forgive him his sins against nature and his laws. Okay. Oh, is she gonna come back here or what? So confused where she went. Do I gotta like come back maybe? Oh, give me all of this. Please. Oh, let's also do this then. I should be able to do this now. Yes. Oh, there we go. We did it. Okay. There. On death's bed. Oh. Oh, that's not what I want to do. But that's fine. I want to do that. I do want to take it to her. Is she gonna pop back out? I definitely did not.
Power. Should draw from it.
I definitely didn't kill it. That's really weird. Maybe I did. I don't know. Okay, well. let's go back to the herbalist now because we have the potion for her. Yeah, I'm really glad that I came over here. Now that I like know what I'm doing, it was way easier for me to approach the Wraith.
Go, go.
What are we fighting? Come here. Hello? There you are. Hey, get over here.
Not bad.
How dare you scare my horse? How dare you? Just take all this while I'm over here. Ooh. Ooh. Gimme. Item diagrams. Take diagrams to craftsmen with the proper skills to have them craft the item for you. What did I get? I have so much stuff. 8 out of 60. Okay, we're fine then. Letter. Where's the diagram at? I'm always so confused as to where to like find stuff. Crystal skull. Item needed to complete a quest. Okay. I'm not sure, but I'll go to we'll go back to see what it does, hopefully. Okay. Gotta loot everything. Never know when we might need this. Oh. Okay, back to it.
Go, go.
Is it right here? Yep.
Hey there.
Okay, let's go give her.
Yes?
Oh, ever know a woman named Claire? Oh, let's do that first.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family and moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Yep.
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
So in
Seriously.
every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
Oh. Okay.
Yes?
Yeah, I got more. More for you.
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately, but I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
Yay! I like gifts. Oh. Yay. Alright, cool. Talk to me. Cool. Lots of new stuff. Venom extract. Manuscript page. Oh, okay, cool. First oil. Sweat and blood. Let's see. Wolfsbane. Plus 10% attack power versus cursed ones. Should I add a point to alchemy, you think? Increases potion overdose threshold from 75% to 80%. Potion overdose. Brewing. This is one of your core abilities. It's always active. Enables the brewing and drinking of witcher potions. Enables the creation of oils that can be applied to swords. I should try that. I don't know how to try it, but, you know, I could. The chance is greater the higher the level of oil used. Enables the creation of handheld bombs. Enables the extraction of mutagens from the corpse of powerful monsters. Mutation that lets witchers withstand the toxicity of potions that would kill normal people. What do I want to do? Yeah, let's do this first because this is just like basic. Like we want to be able to raise this up, to be able to brew potions and stuff. I think that's important for now. Okay. When do these unlock? Slot unlocked at level 4. Wow, it's amazing what happens when you just hover over something. Just find out all your answers. I have this mutagen. Can I do anything with this? I have it already here, so. Okay, cool. Now I think I'm ready to go back. Maybe I'll talk to her a little bit more.
Yes?
See if there's anything. Oh, I could look at her herbs too.
Tell me something about yourself. What's your story?
A sad one. Do you know the Temple of Melitele in Alanda?
Do I know it? Can't remember how many times I've been there, how many times Mother Neneka stitched me up.
We must have missed each other. I started to become a healer under Mother Neneka. I was but 18 when they took me in. An age at which teachings interest one far less than love. There was a boy, Goslath. He'd bare his chest to work. The novices couldn't keep their eyes off him, tripped over their own feet, dropped things. I left the temple for him. We passed a lovely summer together, and then he left. Neneke refused to take me back. My parents uttered not a word, gave me a travel cloak and a small coin pouch. I struggled long to find a place where I'd feel safe, needed, until I finally arrived here. End of story.
Okay.
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
Whoa, okay. It's probably not worth it to buy any of this stuff since I can just find it, but I might just do it like 2 of these because I want to be able to try brewing another, I don't know if it was a potion or what it was, but okay, well, I don't want to get rid of any of this because I might need it. What I probably should do eventually is start stashing some of this stuff, like if it starts to weigh too much, which it doesn't seem like this weighs anything. They all say 0. That's good. Maybe I don't have to do that then. But I was just gonna say, like, if I can start stashing some stuff if I need to, and then I can just access it whenever there's a like box around. But I might need all this stuff randomly, so at some point. Alright, see ya. Thanks.
Farewell.
Okay, so let's go to alchemy. Let's make one of these. Cool. Great. Now we can go back to White Orchard. Applying oils to your sword increases the damage it deals to a certain type of opponent. Cool. Am I looking? Okay. Okay. Roach. Hello. Great. Let's go back.
Run, Roach.
Going the wrong way? No. Oh, excuse me, sheep. Sheepies. Okay. Here. I know you can jump over that, Roach.
Slow now.
Okay. Fine. Fine. There he is.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong? Look around.
Did fail.
Trouble brewing.
You were right. It's okay. I'm not too worried about it.
Who are they?
Patriots, drinking their 7th round for Tamaria, fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey, then we'll go.
Okay.
Geralt, we should stay out of it, just this once.
That's the look of someone who does not want to stay out of anything.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe
Terrible.
it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
Ew.
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to
Let
my sister
go!
attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath.
What the
You
hell?
don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Oh boy. Here we go.
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
Damn.
They say witches steal young'uns.
Oh my god.
That's true. What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere.
Oh man.
And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Like, I really don't have time for you. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
It's alright.
What a
It's over.
badass.
Leave me be! Get away!
Nah, screw you.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Okay, well, it makes sense. I guess we just cannot come back to White Orchard. That's like such bullshit.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Is that her?
Excuses, excuses.
Yay!
You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Why Vizima? What's the rush? Why Vizima?
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
He's so
Tempting
romantic.
proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Who's that?
Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Suppose I can hear him out. Wonder what he offered you. Say that.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
A mouthful.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me.
Aw.
Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Great. Found our girl. Aw, bye, Vesemir. I'll miss you. And fuck you, White Orchard. Like classic. Everybody else starts it, and we're the ones who get, like, in trouble.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Oh. Is this a dream again? Oh boy. Whoa. She's so cool. I want to play as her.
We'll talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
Real, that really happened. Why did it start
This
snowing all of a
bard's tale
sudden?
begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
My God. Whoa.
It must suffice.
Geralt's like, I don't want you in
Think
here.
of your cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Something wrong with my beard?
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine. Do
Ew.
your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
No. Morvran Voorhis, commander of the Alba division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men. All of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time. And a razor to your throat.
Your men died in battle as soldiers do. A wild hunt killed them. Ooh. Do I want to be up front or do I want to be like petty?
Your men died in battle, as soldiers tend to.
I see their fate does not trouble you overly.
True. But I'm guessing the fate of those whose country they invaded didn't overly trouble them.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done. Shall I shave him once more, against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell, Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
I like the beard.
Now the gentleman may dress.
Just get dressed by this guy.
Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
Any color as long as it's black.
Black, black, or black.
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Oh, I get to pick.
A shame I have no time.
Drake. Which one? They all look the same. Either this first one here or this one. Does it have like a weird pattern on it too? I can't tell. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, it does also have... Alright guys, this is very important to me, okay? No, I think I'm gonna go with this one. This other one seems like more simple, I think, than the other one. We're gonna do it. Yep. 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 Okay. How do I... Is there a way for me to turn him around? I guess. Alright, he looks good. I feel like his hair looks weird without having... I don't want to do this right now. He looks so funny. Look at him in the light. Oh, man. Not a fan.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
Oh, I guess I could try them all on. It's fine. They're all ugly.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough.
He really thought about it for a
The
second.
gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
What? Oh my god. What did he say? I'm so confused now. Right leg... Is it left leg back? Right hand on chest? Or is it right leg forward? Oh man. I did not pay close enough attention.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings.
Really so rude.
Come with me.
Rude. What's it into me?
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch-magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jest. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Okay. Should I just be rude? Kinda just want to be rude.
Imgrimi et art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
Fine. Ew, don't wince at me.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Welchen Namen? Wat kan favort?
What was the point of all those people just like chilling there?
I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla. She's returned. and she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
She's back? Sure.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Wait.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
You like her stepdad?
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Need information, not motivation. Only doing this for Ciri.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid!
So why is Yennefer here with them? Is it also just to find Ciri? Hmm.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
disgusts.
Need not bother.
I want a different outfit. Hey.
Yes,
It's past noon.
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier?
Coming.
I'm Herivard, the
Just
second prince of
looking.
Elander.
Guess what?
Not only am I made to wait here like some
Seen it,
supplicant.
Ja, nee.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely like still a little bit more confused about the story, but I guess it's kind of starting to come to light what's going on.
One false move and you will regret it.
Shut up.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Okay.
Sharpened yet? Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild.
What's going on here?
But the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other.
Going
They
on.
both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency.
Oh, she is over here.
Falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft.
What's over here? Let's do some exploring, guys.
Directly out of Nordling tales. Inconceivable.
Sure. Just taking random books. Else here? Anything else to extinguish? I don't know what the point of that would be. Okay, are we looking? Save. Can I just come here and just steal everything? Okay. I think that's everything. Let's go find Yen.
A shame I have no time.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
Mm-hmm. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim.
Oh, wow.
Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
So there are agents now? Yeah, all grown up.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't? Not a bit?
Oh, Geralt.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours.
Such a flirt.
But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
We will. What's the Wild Hunt want from Ciri?
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords, secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you?
Who's that?
What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
Why didn't you contact me earlier?
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Oh, yikes. Dude, what were you doing? Did he actually lose his memory, like in The Witcher 2 or
Guess
something?
this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, Talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Aww. Retrieve your equipment from the chamber. Character entry, Triss. Whoa. Bye. Ah, she's so cool. Okay, cool. So, I don't really know what exactly the Wild Hunt is. Like, do they use magic? Like, they kind of just appear out of nowhere and, like, make it snow? I don't know. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm really excited that we finally found Yennefer. Well, she found us, I should say. Okay, awesome. So I'm really glad that we have made a little bit of progress in the storyline now. Yennefer found us, and basically the reason she was looking for us is because Ciri, who is, I'm pretty sure she is Geralt's daughter, correct? She's around, she's back, and I guess the Wild Hunt is searching for her. So I'm not really sure, like, her relation with I do not know his name, but he's basically the guy who we're supposed to bow to and call your majesty. I'm thinking Ciri is his stepdaughter. Correct me if I'm wrong. That seems familiar from, like, the show to me. But yeah, so it looks like we're going to be trying to search for Ciri now. We said goodbye to Vesemir for now, assuming we'll find him again. Yeah, I really can't wait to keep playing and seeing where this storyline takes us. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and you're enjoying this series, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.